G'day YouTube, how the heck are we doing? It is Foul Play here, back for the fourth match of this Pioneer League. We won the die roll. Had to mulligan to 6 here because no creatures, but this hand is most certainly a keep. We have to bottom one card here. I guess it's just Rune of Sustenance in the blind. Everything else is like relatively mana efficient. We're only relying on one creature here, so that could be a bit sketchy. Planes from our opponent. And another SRAM off the top, so at least if our first guy dies, we've got a follow-up guy. Freeney is Informant from our opponent. Alright, well, whatever our opponent's doing, this is much more our speed. Okay, what the hell is this? Okay, Overwhelming Splendor, enchant player, creatures enchanted player controls lose all abilities and have base power of toughness 1/1. Enchanted player can't activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. Yikes. So I'm assuming they cheat this out somehow. 7 mana seems pretty expensive otherwise. Concealed Courtyard off the top. Likely going to be the one we are playing. Yeah, let's go in on Sentinel's Eyes here. Seems fine. We're going to want to hit like a Griff Spoon at some point, hopefully. Alright, well, maybe not. Now the SRAM's legendary, so we can't double up on those draw triggers, by the way. Attack for 7. Alright, opponent takes it down to 13. If SRAM sticks to the battlefield, there's a good chance we might win this next turn. Opponent with the Restoration of a Ganjo. Search your library for basic playing cards, reveal it, put it into your hand. Stage 2, you may discard a card. When you do, return target permanent mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Stage 3, exile Saga, then return it to the battlefield, transform under your control. At which point it is a Vigilance 3/4 with when it attacks or blocks, create a 1/1 color spirit token without flying. Okay. Well, that seems fine to me. Opponent got the fancy plane. Yeah, respect there. We've hit a pretty timely Thoughtseize here. I think we'll find a lead on that and make our decisions from that point onwards. I mean, Ethereal Armor is a pretty free one to play out too. I think we play it on the Warrior token, so we're guaranteed to get one creature in blight, go wide, and guaranteed for the block. More mana sources, not hugely what the doctor ordered, but I guess we'll just Thoughtseize and carry on with the plan. So opponent has 2 creatures. He has Raffine's Informant and also Charming Prince. So I think we should take one of the creatures so they can't have double blocker up for next turn. Invoke Injustice is 5 mana, so this seems fine to me. Alright, opponent blocks the SRAM. We can just play out a land, pass the turn. Whoops. Our opponent does get to return the Raffine's Informant or Charming Prince with this ability. It will, however, enter tapped. So going after Charming Prince, and it's probably Scry 2 that they go for. They're going for the life gain. Interesting. Opponent plays the Raffine's Informant. Discarding another Overwhelming Splendor. Okay. That's a pretty rubbish draw off the top. So we're going to see what our opponent's deck's full capabilities are here with Invoke Injustice getting back an Overwhelming Splendor. We should still keep the Raw Power and Toughness on our creature, but they'll lose the First Strike, Vigilance, and Draw effects. I assume with layering, if we're to play a new SRAM, we'll get draw effects off the new SRAM, but I could be wrong there. Alright, so we'll attack in with both creatures. Our opponent is forced to block here. So 5 damage off to the side. Oops, I did not mean to play that on the black side. It shouldn't make too much of a difference though, because we have plenty of white sources. Opponent gets their Architect of Restoration. So they're going to have some pretty gross creatures in comparison to ours, but we should be able to still get there off the like sheer power and toughness that our creatures have. It's possible we're supposed to save the Selfless Savior, because opponent can get a 7/8 here, and our 7/7 is just not quite good enough. Yeah, see, they keep the power and toughness but lose their other abilities. We're like any one aura off of being able to attack through what our opponent is doing. Nope. Not it. That's a shame. Alright, we'll just pass back. Alright, opponent plays their other Aganjo. Plays the planes they get with it as well. Extraction Specialist. This could be tipping it in our opponent's favor. So we'll have to see. So opponent just passes the turn to us there. Yet another rubbish and dead draw. Let's see what happens if we play this guy, just to see if he gets his ability or not. Alright, so that ability is still disabled. It's possible if we play an Ethereal Armor down that the first strike might stick around though. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Our opponent can't invoke if they draw Invoke Justice, I think we're probably just dead off the second Splendor, making this thing even bigger. It's got Vigilance as well. It's a bit confusing as to why our opponent isn't attacking with it. I'd be chopping with the Selfless Saviors or taking the damage, I imagine. Another Raffine's Informant from the grave here. Alright, well, opponent just fucking rips Brutal the Cathar off the top, and that's gonna just win them the game, surely. Yeah, we don't get draw effects from this ramp here. So now you want to attack. I guess we could have double blocked this. Maybe that's what our opponent was scared of. Even then, it's a huge material advantage to them. Let's take that, and I mean, better top decking wins, hey? Just to round things off, let's see if we get a mana off the top here. Alright, so we draw another dude. I don't think this makes too much of a difference. We'll play them out and see if we get any abilities from them, but from the looks of things, we do not. See, like, if this works, it's only because it's bugged and that's it, but I'm assuming it won't work. Alright, so yeah, not too much there. I think mostly we want to just try and race our opponent here. It's possible we can remove some of their creatures, but they're just going to get them back from the graveyard anyway. Probably Rest in Peace is good to bring in, but I don't think we really want to bring too much in otherwise. Rune of Sustenance can come out. I don't think life gain is going to be hugely important here. I guess Kaya's Ghost Form is fine. Maybe just take out a Cartouche and we'll resubmit. Alright, what's our 7 look like? We've got a Thoughtseize, we've got 2 creatures, 2 auras. Yeah, we'll keep this. Guess our opponent's on a brew because I can't see any real deck information going on here. Let's kick it off with Thoughtseize, I think. Let us know what we're versing. Temporary Lockdown, Fabled Absence. Strike out target creature or planeswalker at instant speed. It's Controller Investigates. God, this format has such good removal now. This is going to be really hard to beat. So, what's this one do? Enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic planes card. We don't care about that one. We don't care about Raffine's Informant. I guess like the correct decision is Temporary Lockdown, but curve-wise, it's Fatal Absence. So that's a bit of an awkward spot. Ethereal Armor off the top, and I mean, just playing out SRAM here is super duper awkward. Guess we Selfless Savior, Ethereal Armor, and pass the turn. Alright, opponent plays Ambitious Farmhand. We really want to see a mana here. Alright, so we do hit the mana source, thankfully. Let's pre-combat the SRAM here. Then we'll Kaya's ghost form to protect SRAM from removal. Because this like draw trigger effect is going to be really, really important. Now that we've got the buff on ethereal armor, we can start our attacks. Alright, so opponent plays out land, holding up this bad boy over here. Guess we just like goad our opponent a little bit with Griffspoon, see how they respond. Alright, in response, a Fateful Absence. We hit a land, not ideal. So now we can ethereal armor on our SRAM. Another Griffspoon off the top, that's not too bad, don't mind that one. Another mana source. Alright, well we can attack for 6, our opponent won't be able to block. We're in a reasonable spot here. Alright, opponent attacking in for 1 point of damage, we'll take that. And they're not, they did play out their planes, okay. They're not playing Rafini's Informant though. I'm curious as to what that means is in their hand. I think we just draw a card with this one. See what we find. Another land off the top, so not ideal. Let's play out as lead. It gets the buff on ethereal armor. No card draw trigger though, unfortunately. Then it takes about 10 minutes to cast Fateful Absence, so I mean that's just going to get us pretty well. It comes back, but we get nerfed pretty hard there. Maybe we're supposed to attack pre-com and then post-combat all this stuff. In any case though, there's no Sentinel's Eyes to cast from the graveyard. We're going to hold on to this Rest in Peace for now. Pass the turn to our opponent. End of our opponent's turn, we can draw off the Clue token, or we can protect our SRAM. It's possible we're supposed to hold up the protection, and when we untap draw, then we start cracking Clue. Alright, second main, Rafini's Informant from our opponent. Connive. And that's a plains into the graveyard. Another Rafini's Informant from our opponent. Alright, so that's interesting. Let's see what this one does. We have a chance to crack the Clue token here. Hopefully we can hit some sort of auras. Wow, Wandering Emperor to the graveyard. For some reason, exile target tapped creature. Yeah, I don't know why he's getting rid of that one. SRAM off the top. Damn, why couldn't you be Light Paws? That's frustrating. And a cave off the top to round out the completely useless draws that we've been seeing today in these league matches. Let's go ahead and throw that one down. I guess we just start flying in the air now. Hold up protection where we can. Maybe get another Griffspoon next turn and then play our Rest in Peace after that. Alright, opponent plays Lauren of the Third Path, enters the battlefield, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. Well, that's a bit stupid. I guess in response we can give Pro White. Yeah. How frustrating. Am I missing something here? Oh, was he going after the Griffspoon instead and I just messed up? Okay, I thought I saw that targeting our Acid. That's a bit of a weird one. Alright, any aura please deck. There's an aura, there's an actual chance. If we like draw ethereal armor, we can kill our opponent here, I'm pretty sure. We could also do with a Rune of Sustenance right about now, because our life total is looking precarious. Well, it's not ethereal armor, but it's basically the same thing. Let's go ahead and play it. And Cartouche of Solidarity off the top as well. Alright, so in with a hope and a prayer. If only we kept this bad boy on the battlefield, would get the extra effect here, or maybe to give... Guess if we give our creature protection from white, that makes our enchantments fall off, so we can't really do that. So we see a Thoughtseize there. Not super helpful. Assuming the players play our Griffspoon, taking us up to a 6-power creature. We block 2 of our opponent's creatures. Go to 2 and then kill on Crackback. Vulnerable to removal, of course. And if we'd have kept our seed on the battlefield, we would actually have a lethal attack here. As it is on defense. So my mistake on that one, guys. I could have sworn that this was targeting the Acid anyway. I thought the pointer was on Acid, not on Griffspoon. That mistake would not happen in paper because my opponent would declare very, very clearly. Just got the exile effect, Invoke Injustice. Getting temporary lockdown. Yeah, cool. Nothing like asymmetrical cards now. Okay, well that's just good game, opponent. Big yikes on that one. Alright, well that's us 1-3 currently going into the final match. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Till next time, have a great day.